Good morning. Welcome. Let's see. Let's get this all fixed here. I don't have anything set up properly today. Let's get up a little bit. We're still setting up, of course, because I can't be on time completely. That would just make way too much sense. So hello, welcome anybody who is here. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. We are go, I believe. There we go. Now I can see everything. All right, I guess let's do this. So I started on the Revilo trays already. I have the Chillinid trays all done. They're ready to go. They're even already packed up. I started already on the map trays. I've got everything marked out. I'm super excited about that. I even already started sewing some of them. Still have more to go, of course, but yeah. We're just gonna start. Get right into it today. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody say hello, Fred. Let's see. Let's slow this one. There we go. Yeah, you're fine there. I feel like this is all off for some reason. Not sure why, but I suppose there's not really much I can do about it. I mean, I guess I could fiddle with it for a little while longer, but I'd rather just start working. All right. Hello, Fred. Good morning. I need to get you a mustache sticker. Okay. I have a headache. That's no good. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I should, put a thing that says that I'm live now. It's probably a good idea, right? Yeah. Alright, that's out. Let's get it going. You ready, Freddy? Alright, let's go. Sure, all of the rest of my Stitchy friends are happy to see me taking out pins before I stitch over them. But I keep bending pins into the actual feeder of my machine on accident, of course, because why would I do that on purpose? I'm not that sadistic. Just a tiny bit more. That's better. I'm getting right into it today. I even went with comfy clothes because, fuck it, I'm working from home. I'm gonna wear my Rainbow Dash. My Rainbow Dash pants because they're comfortable. Fuck it. Hello, hello, welcome. Good morning. Hope you're doing good today. I have a headache this morning. I probably should have taken something, but I was hoping that eating would help. I've already finished my coffee, so that's good. But, man, Fred is too loud. No. How are you doing today? Getting some good rest in, I hope. Maybe some crochet this morning. I have a feeling I'm going to have to cut some more, well, I'm relatively sure I'm going to have to cut some more inserts for these, but we'll get to that. Not in a terribly chatty mood today, but I figured streaming was a good idea. Because why the heck not? People seem to enjoy watching me make stuff. I'm not quite sure why, because it's very standard sewing. I'm not doing anything super duper fancy, but, you know, I also watch paint dry on certain streams, so I really can't blame people for watching whatever they like to watch. And you know, I do tend to have pretty good music for working. stuck at work with no appointments. It's a slow day for everyone at the spa. And you forgot to bring your crochet project? No! Well, you have, at least you got a little bit of entertainment here. Probably not the best entertainment, but, you know, something. That's one thing that I was really jealous about when, not really jealous about, but one of the regrets that I had about working in an office is that you can't sew while you're waiting for people to call. But, you know, it's weird. At least you can, at least with it being slow, you can book yourself a massage. Heck yeah! Book yourself a massage. I need to get a massage. That would be nice. Woo! I tell myself for every, like, gift, holiday, birthday, whatever, like, just get me a massage coupon so I have to use it. Or a gift certificate or whatever. That's what I really need. Stuff is nice, but massages are nicer. One of the traditions that I missed most about my my home life before my parents passed was massage circles. My mom was quite the hippie, and but she so we used to do like meditation circles and like particularly fire meditation was one of my favorites. So on a Saturday night, you could see me and my mom in our house just staring at a candle for like an hour or two. But another tradition is she taught both my sister and myself to give decent massages and not like massage therapist quality massages. But, you know, we learned how to be good with our hands. It was very important to her. So we would all like get in a circle and give each other massages, and she would teach us different techniques and like, well, this is how you work this muscle group well, and it was quite nice. It's one of those little fringe benefits of living in my house is that I would get regular massages as a kid. But also I learned how to give them because I would usually be the one giving them to my mom. So she could instruct me better. It was quite nice. I was not raised in what you would call a traditional household. Actually, my mom never taught me how to cook, but she taught me how to meditate and she taught me how to massage. But you know, everyone learns different skills from their parents. I also know how to tie knots that I have no name for. And as long as I have at least one person to help me hold things, I can set up an entire camp by myself relatively quickly. Yeah. Very good skills to have. mom's not a great cook either, but she makes a mean loaf of bread, so I got that from her. My dad taught me how to bake cookies. That's awesome. Well, my parents passed away before they got to teach me too much about cooking. My dad taught me how to make the perfect scrambled eggs. Unfortunately, I don't like scrambled eggs at all, so I don't eat them, but my family goes freaking nuts for them. He also taught me how to make the perfect pancakes. So I've got breakfast covered. I can make a kick-ass breakfast. Don't really like breakfast foods, but I can make a kick-ass breakfast. My mom was a great cook. She just, by the time I was old enough to actually learn and like be interested in how to make things, she had kind of stopped cooking for the most part. You know, I never really learned properly. But my dad was big on making sure breakfast was a staple. She did also used to make bread a lot. When she was older, she used to make a lot of bread. She had a bread machine, but I was not interested at all in learning how to make bread. I've always liked baking, though. One of these days, I'm going to stumble upon the combination of spices she used for her pumpkin pie, which it's famous in my family. And ever since she passed, my sister tried for the longest time to figure out how she made her pumpkin pie. Just could not. She tried for so many years and finally gave up a couple years ago. But something in me kind of clicked last year, and I started trying different spice mixtures and trying to make pumpkin pie. So I think I've gotten it close, but I don't know, because when she was alive, I was too picky to actually try her pumpkin pie. So I don't know. I've been relying on my sister, and it's been 15 years since she passed, so it's kind of hard to say, well, that was exactly it. But for Thanksgiving, every year, she would have to make at least 4. She would make one for one uncle, one for another uncle, and then 2 for the rest of the family to split. And by the time we left, we never, ever once, not even once, brought any pumpkin pie home, because it was always gone. It was like the one thing that my family plowed through so fast, you didn't even have a chance. But before dinner was even finished, they were all chomping at the bit to get my mom's pumpkin pie. So it's one of those things where, and we found her recipe and she wrote some of it down, but she always improvised when it came to like amounts and what spices she put in. And we're pretty sure she put in a couple things that she didn't even write on the recipe card. So we've been trying to figure it out. She was a very organic cook, and baker. Just kind of throw things in, and don't bother updating the recipe. So I've been experimenting, and I think I might have actually gotten it pretty darn close. I made a pumpkin bread, but it wasn't quite bread. But it was so good. I made it earlier this year, actually. I made it during the summer, because anytime's a good time for pumpkin bread. I don't know. I mean, I've been talking about this friggin' recipe for ages now. But it was so good and so moist that I brought a piece of it to my mother-in-law about a week after I'd made it. So it had been sitting in my pantry for a week. And she was like, this is a week old. This is so moist. It was just beautiful. It was delicious. It was good. So I gotta hold on to that recipe. And I think I'm going to take that same spice mixture that I used and apply it to a pumpkin pie this year and see what my family thinks of it. So we'll see. She did teach my sister how to cook, but I was not. That pin's gone. I was just not interested when she was alive in learning. Lucky for everyone, though, my mom did teach me how to sew. But she started me on that when I was really young. Still not a fan of hand sewing, but that's just because my hands tend to shake a lot. And I'm very impatient. Fred, you're going to be turned off for a little while. Good job so far, Fred. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go on a quick, 2-minute break. I'm going to grab some headache medicine, and I'm also going to put my hair up real quick so that I don't have to keep fiddling with it. So I'll be right back. Just a minute. I'm not even going to put you on a be right back. See? Back so fast. And now you get a French braid time. we're going quick messy braid. You know, I have to say I'm really glad that it's really nice to see, I should say, it's really nice to see that dads teach so much about how cooking and baking and stuff works. At least some dads. Because so many men are so, like, afraid of appearing feminine for knowing how to bake or cook or whatever. It's like, no, that's just life skills that you should totally have as an adult. And if you don't, then, you know, your parents screwed something up there. Arm's already hurt. This is not good. Hello? You're not supposed to sit on that. Get down. Come on. Say hello to the supervisor. He is here for scritches. Yes, buddy. Just give me a second. I will give you scritches in just a sec. Hey, no, no. Trying my hardest to keep you off of these. Alright. Here we go. There's a good boy. Happy buddy. He's so happy. Did you finally kill the fly? Did you get it? I bet you ate it too. Alright, let's trim these babies up. You know what, I'm actually going to... My parents both have plenty of issues that came out when I was older and they split up, but I have a lot of fond memories of helping them both out in the kitchen when I was young. See, that's really nice. I'm sorry that they had issues, but unfortunately it seems to be pretty common actually. I'm actually going to go ahead and trim some of these up a little bit more than just this. And you know what? I need to double check the other sides. Make sure they're all... Thank you, buddy. Alright, we're going to actually first... I'm going to double check the other sides and make sure that I'm within the lines on the mat because we don't want any white showing around it. Looks like I'm right on cue here. Yeah. Ha. I will say one thing that I'm happy about with me and my ex's situation is that my daughter was so young when we split that she doesn't actually remember us together. So us being with new people and not being together is just a normal thing for her. She never had to like go through and see the fighting or the fact that we weren't compatible really in the end. We just weren't, which is a shame, but you know, it happens. And it's not necessarily anybody's fault. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about relationships, apparently. And things our parents taught us. But yeah, that's one thing that I'm grateful for. The fact that I recognized that we were not good together and ended the relationship so early in my daughter's life. Because now that she's 11, it's completely normal that her father and I aren't together. It's always been that way as far as she can tell. And it makes it easier to explain. You know, some people just aren't right for each other. And that doesn't mean that either person is a bad person. And it doesn't mean that neither one should or could be happy. Especially with somebody else. And that you shouldn't let something like having a kid together be the reason why you're staying together. Because I do believe that we are all happier for it. To be fair, him and I, we were miserable together. Just weren't right. So yeah, sometimes a good thing. Anyways, I'll stop talking about that now. Said I wasn't chatty, but apparently I am today. It's been a very long discussion between a few of my friends on relationships and ending of relationships and stuff like that. So it's been one of those topics. That's your PhD thesis topic, family formation and stability. Hey, you know. Well, do I have stories for you? Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna stop that line of conversation because it can be a little upsetting for certain people, depending on their home situation, and I don't want. This is a happy place. We are going for happy themes here. Oh my gosh, that's all of them? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that was 10. Okay. So let me trim these up real quick. Just want to take off this top excess piece. Fortunately, you're a quantitative sociologist, so you only deal with statistics. You don't see the personal aspects. Oh, no. Don't worry. It's okay. It's actually really interesting. It's something that I'm really interested in, especially because I come from a very non-traditional family. And for the most part, a lot of my family now is found family. Just because of distances and, you know, life stuff that has happened. So it's one of those things that's really interesting to me, so I could go on and on and on for hours. And maybe we'll do a stream like that where we just talk about, like, relationships and stuff like that. And not a, like, this is a therapy stream or I'm an expert or anything like that. Just a, hey, this is a really cool thing to discuss. Let's talk about it. Maybe we'll do that one time. Maybe we'll do that more often, just where we just sit down and talk about topics that interest us. But anyways, we're going for a happy, productive stream today. Don't apologize. There's nothing to apologize for. We are all good here. Okay, I'm just gonna cut off this extra. I'll be right back. See, that was super duper fast. So what are we all, you know what, here, we'll do this, because this is something I do with my family. What is something that is good that has happened to you recently? Whether it's today, or yesterday, or any day really at all recently. What is one good thing, or you can tell me more than one good thing, that has happened to you? I will say one good thing that's happened to me is I have woken up on my own with no alarm every day this week at almost exactly 7:30. Which is nice because I don't really need to start into work until a little bit later because I have a lot more time to do all the same things that I was doing before. And if I get extra stuff done, then that's just great. But yeah, so I've actually been getting like a full, like, my body is completely rested and I'm feeling energetic kind of week this whole week. It's really, really awesome and I'm super excited about it. This is the first time that I've done that consistently, like ever. Your surface primer paint from Minis arrived today after a long delay in shipping, so you can get your Minis down. Yay! Yesterday was your first day on opening shift and you were wide awake for it, so that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm going to trim up a little bit on this side too. I have to say I'm really looking forward to continuing to work on my own hours and stuff like that. Like, I went to bed early last night. Like, it was 10:30 and I was in bed and like winding down to fall asleep. It was wonderful. Who are you? It's interesting because like even my husband's now noticing the difference in my mood. Everything is just, I feel like I've gotten a giant weight off my back with not having to worry about the bull with the office. Because, you know, I care. I am a very caring person. I have a very high... Oh, off to your massage. Enjoy. Have a good massage. And I hope to see you later. But I have a very high work ethic. And I tend to really put myself into any job I'm doing, even if it's like I don't really care about this, whatever it is that I'm working on, but I'm gonna give it 130% because damn it, that's who I am. So even though like I have an entire list of grievances with my previous employers, not just the one that I was just at, but other ones. But regardless, when I'm there, I am there. I am on it, and I am giving everything I can to make sure that the company does well. Yeah. And if stuff happens, I take it really hard, especially if it's stuff that I screwed up on or I could have helped prevent in any way. So knowing that I don't have to worry about that, that is not my responsibility anymore. I'm going to give 130% here, and that's all I have to worry about. It's quite a relief. It's a giant load off my mind, and I can really focus and concentrate. And when I'm here, I am fully here, and I'm not worried about so-and-so screwing up whatever data or whatever. Usually in bed around 2200, but you love to read, so you don't usually fall asleep until after midnight. You know, that's another thing that I used to do a lot. I stopped reading for quite a while, which I love books. In high school, one of my weekly traditions, I worked at a gym. Well, I actually had 3 jobs. I worked at a gym, I worked at a retail store, and I also worked at an office. But my weekly thing, every Friday I would work at the gym. And before I had to go into my gym shift, I would go and get it was usually after I get off my gym shift. I would go over to the frozen custard place that was just down the shopping center a little bit, get myself a small chocolate frozen custard, and go to the used bookstore that was also in that same strip mall. It was beautiful. It was perfect. I got off work at the gym. I went and got myself a book, got myself a frozen custard, and I'd read the book while I'm eating the custard. In the parking lot, and then I'd probably end up finishing that book like that weekend because I'm a voracious reader, and I will devour some Dean Koontz novels. Can I tell you what? Hate me all you want. I have probably almost his entire library. So that was like my weekly tradition. I would get off work at the gym. I'd go get my custard and go get my book. And by Monday, I'd be done with the book. And it was a good tradition, especially for a high schooler, because who the heck reads like that? Me. But yeah, one of my husband's most recent reliefs, I guess, is that I put the books down for a while, and because he was like, every time I try to talk to you, your nose is in a book and you're not paying attention. I'm like, but the book is so good. How could I not read the book? It's such a good book. I have to keep reading. What happens next? Sorry, it looked like I had a splinter there. Nothing wrong with Dean Koontz. You're partial to old fantasy and science fiction pulp like Howard and Vance. Yeah. Yeah, there's... one of the things that sold me on this particular house, aside from the studio space, was that the room that is just outside this room it's probably about, 12 feet long or so, but it's got a built-in bookshelf. And every once in a while you'll see pictures on Twitter of my cat sitting on a red couch in front of a bookshelf. That is the bookshelf. It spans the entire room. It's got like 3 shelves wide. It's completely filled. Completely filled with books. I was so happy because I finally had enough room to put all my books out. And I even actually got rid of books when we moved into our last house because I didn't have anywhere to put the books. And now, of course, I'm regretting it because, well, I got rid of all these books and now I got a great place to put them all. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Hello, hello, Dragon Gem. Yes, built-in bookshelves are the best. Actually, my old house, the place we lived at before this, it was a new build. It was an apartment complex. It was a new build, and they had built-in bookshelves too. And that's probably what sold me on that place too. But hello, welcome. I hope you're doing great today. So glad. These look so great so far. So far, so good. To the side. How are you today, Dragon Gem? I hope you're doing well. We were talking about books today. Working on Revilo map trays. Your last bookshelf was a stack of old beer crates that you ended up selling them because those wooden crates have gone up in value by a lot. Yeah. It's funny how that happens. Ugh, my nose is itchy. Allergies are kind of going today. All I have is an itchy nose. I have to say, one of the things that I am looking forward to now that I have more time in my day is that I can pick up reading again. I have a hard time putting the book down, so I have to just avoid reading if I'm too busy, because then I won't do anything else. I will just read. And good luck getting me to, you know, like, stop to clean the house or, you know, work. You're okay. D&D group is going to stay together, but you feel only because you gave in. Oh no. You gave in to the one player. Well, I mean, just remember, Dragon Gem, that as the DM, you're supposed to have fun too. This game is for you to have fun, not just the players. And if you're not having fun, if you have issues, then that's not a good game. Just remember that, please. Because it's just as much for you as it is for the players. Good D&D game is fun for everyone at the table. And if you're not having fun, you shouldn't be playing. Or maybe you need to just change the game. Old Carlsberg and Tuborg Danish breweries, wooden crates from the 50s and 60s with hand-painted logos on them. They sell for more than $50 a pop and good to... Oh my gosh! Well, it sounds like you definitely had a collector's items on your hand. I have been thinking about that and see how it goes. Okay, well, just keep in mind, just remember, and if it's no longer fun, then, I mean, as someone who is willing to DM, I can guarantee you we can find you more players. You can always find more players, because there are so many people that want to play D&D and that are willing to work together as a team and be good teammates and players. You don't necessarily have to play with those people. If they're causing problems, I should say. But I really, really do hope that everything works out, that maybe you can get through this hump and have a good game again. Really sucks that your friend was acting like that. Here we are, tree turners. Got them from your grandfather. He used them for general storage, plants and seeds especially. His hobby was growing stuff, flowers in particular. That's beautiful. I like that. It's a good hobby. Thing is, after he finally talked to me, he was like, he doesn't even know if his son can play, so he wasn't being insistent about it. And I'm like, threatening to leave the game is not being insistent. I hate to say it, but it sounds like you don't, that guy is not a good friend. Like, just in general. But all I know about the situation is what you've told me, so. It is almost the end of week 1 full time. And you know what? I've done more this week for sewing and stitching and everything like that than I normally do in a week, or that I used to do in a week doing it part-time. And I still have like a day and a half left of work plus the weekend. So really, and I've also taken a lot more time to myself this week. Like yesterday, most of the day, I just took and just chilled. Took time to myself. Well, not yesterday. About half the day yesterday, I took time to myself. Most of Tuesday was spent just doing what I wanted to do and nothing more. Feeling good. Yeah. So far, so good. I'm like 100% less stressed. My family has noticed the difference in my mood. I think my friends are noticing difference in my mood too. At least the ones who talk to me on a regular basis probably have noticed. It's going well. I'm definitely happy about this. This was a very wise decision. I definitely have more time to spend on myself and trying to make sure that I am healthy and happy too, as far as, you know, personal goes. And then like once again, I'm getting at least as much work done, spending way more time on myself. Everybody around me has noticed a significant difference in my attitude this week and my overall mood. So that's good. I can't say that I don't have worries in my mind that this feeling will end at one point. I'm pretty sure it will, and I'll eventually start worrying about money and stuff again. I'm constantly worrying about money. That's not a new thing. That's part of growing up poor. Money is always an issue. So constantly worried, but not nearly to the same level. It's nice. It's really nice. Yeah. Today was such a day for me. I stopped working early, decided to paint, and now I'm cooking dinner. Hey, that sounds like a pretty good day, if you ask me. I'm just getting started for the day, but already I've got all the, yeah. Doing good so far. tomorrow I go drop off my work shirts and pick up my last paycheck. So that's cool. That's going straight into my savings. This one is crooked. Can you see that? You cannot see the box. I can see it. And then go get ice cream. Who, me? That one's so crooked. But this is why I actually printed almost double of what I need. Yes, after you pick up your check. You know what? My favorite frozen custard place has a, it's a chain, but they have a place, a shop right near where my job was. So I might actually do that, just for old time's sake. Friday, pick up my check, go to the frozen custard place. I might even, you know what, while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and go to that used bookstore that I loved so much and see if I can find a good book and read that over the weekend. Yeah, that's so crooked. Okay. We're going to put that one to the side. One thing I did when I printed this fabric, I was like, I am not at all gonna just get exactly what I need, because if I screw one up or if I screw two up or whatever, I can go ahead and just like redo them. Without having to wait another 2 weeks or more, or paying like $40 to rush the delivery on a new print. So I just went ahead and ordered extra. I ordered way too much extra, but you know, it's fine, because since I ordered so much, either A, I could screw up on almost every single one of these and just redo them from scratch, or if Creature Curation wants more trays for a future anything, then I can just go ahead and I've already got the materials. So I could just make them. I don't have to order anymore. Save myself some shipping. 'Cause I tell you what, shipping, it's killer. It is so killer. Downfall of small businesses is shipping. So many people get screwed on shipping because they don't realize how much things cost to ship. Because, you know, Amazon, they're like, oh, you get Amazon Prime, you get free shipping, 2-day free shipping, 1 day, deliver next day for free. It's like, yeah, but it's not actually free. It's just the fact that, you know, A, Amazon has an agreement with the USPS to do bulk shipping, and B, you know, when you're shipping that much, fucking why not? Or what I was gonna say, B, is that Amazon Prime users pay $100 or more, however much it is at this point. It's like $200 a year to get free shipping. Well, yeah. No, I think it's $100 a year. I don't remember. We have an auto pay thing. For us, it's totally worth it because we ship so much stuff and I use Prime Music and Prime Video and all that stuff. We use the heck out of our Amazon Prime membership. This one's crooked. This one's not crooked. But it's not centered. And actually, I could probably fix this one pretty easily. Let me put this one on the pile. Yeah, go pick up my check. Grab some ice cream and a book. That's a very good Friday plan. But I want to finish these trays first. Itchy nose. Snaps are so cool. Can we just, good morning, good morning. Welcome. Trying to quit smoking. It's very hard at the moment. Tempted to have a cigarette. You know what? I completely understand your struggle. And you don't need a cigarette. It's not good for you. There's nothing that it actually helps. It doesn't help. And you know what? It's not even going to make you feel any better. it's just gonna make you want another cigarette. And then another, and then another, and... No bueno. You don't need it. You are totally fine without it. Just stay here, hang out with us, enjoy the music, and let's take a moment and just appreciate the freaking awesomeness of this map. Okay? Can I just say, this is gorgeous. Can we, like, look at the detail on these things? Like, the volcanic area here. And then you got, like, the icy, what is it? Icy divide. The icy divide. And the wave. And this is a gorgeous map. Just the nicotine addiction talking at the moment. I completely understand. Like I said, I completely understand. But it's fine. Just stay here. It's cool. But this map is just freaking... I'm seriously impressed. They did a fantastic job. And I am so lucky to be able to look at this so much. To be able to work on these. These are freaking gorgeous. Yeah. And the floating forest, it's actually, this area is actually above the rest of Revilo. It's gorgeous. Love it. Love this so much. Hello, supervisor. You're not supposed to be on there. Get down. Supervise from that chair, please. Such a neat idea to have a map on the tray and dice bag. Yeah, totally. I think it's brilliant because, you know, once again, like I was saying before, gosh, hold on. There's a hair down here. There's a hair in my shirt. And it's bothering me. I don't know where it is though. Ah, there it is. Sorry. It was tickling me and driving me nuts. Okay. But yeah, so when you're sitting everyone's sitting around the table and they're like, okay, well, where do we go next? I don't know. Let me unfold my dice tray. Let's figure it out. Let's look at the map. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited about this. So cool. Such a great idea. I want to do more map trays. Yeah. So, if you have a game or a podcast or a stream or anything like that, please commission me to do custom work because I love doing custom work. I love it so much. That's why I am Aras Custom Designs, because custom is my favorite. I like doing something special for a special thing. It's absolutely wonderful. It's my favorite thing to do. Like I like going with just what I want to do, but I like making something that is specifically for a person or whatever. That's like this one of a kind thing that you're only gonna be able to get it here once. I like stuff like that. I like custom work. I think that it's probably the best part is that it's like this tray specifically. This came, you know, it took multiple minds to make this because you had, you know, Brian's original idea for Revilo. And then, you know, you had the team of writers and artists that he's been working with to make this land come alive and the creatures come alive. And so you got Brian's original idea, and then you got the writers on top of that, and then you got the artists on top of that, and then they all came up with this map together, essentially. And then they sent here you go, make that a dice tray. And I'm like, yeah, gimme, I'll make you a dice tray. I love it so much. This is the stuff that makes me feel alive. Which it sounds kind of silly now that I'm saying it out loud, but I like custom work. I love things that take so many people to make it into a reality. It's great. It's fantastic. And someone asked me yesterday about doing one for their podcast, and I was like, yes, please. Give me that good custom work. I love the customs. I want to do them more. They make great promotional items and giveaway stuff and everything like that. Now, obviously, custom work is always going to be a little bit more expensive than your standard stuff, but it's worth it because, like, nobody else, like, the only way to get these trays is to go through Revilo and through Creature Curation. It's so cool. So cool. I'm so excited. This stuff makes me so happy. Ah, God, on my nose so itchy. Ha. Alright. Start stuffing these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just a moment. Oh no, I'm definitely gonna have to cut more. Okay. So, I have to cut more of these. My entire nose feels like I'm just covering it in pepper. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do one. We'll get the one finished, and everybody can see what it looks like. And then I'm gonna have to break for cutting more inserts because I just don't have the space here. I have to go elsewhere in my house, and I'm not taking my whole setup with me to it. So we'll finish the one so everybody can see what they look like when they're completely done. And then I'll go ahead and break to cut up the rest. Oh man, it's already 11:30. Whew. Where has the time gone today? I'm not sure. How you batch paint miniatures. Well, see, okay, normally I would just go through and just do them all at once. The only reason why I'm doing it this way is because y'all are here. I would normally just stop right here and go through and cut all the stuff. But like I said, I have to go elsewhere in my house Y'all are already here. I've only been streaming for about an hour and a half now, so I feel kind of bad only streaming for about an hour and then being like, well, out of supplies, sorry. Better. So we'll get to it. But I'll probably go through and yeah, for your benefit. This is just for y'all. Okay. Let's do it, Fred. You ready, Fred? Let's make some booty. I'm so kind. I don't know about that. That is debatable. Here I have a nice bronze thread. It is a metallic looking thread, which I think is going to go magnificently with the snaps that I picked out for this. It's got a very old world feel to it. Very happy with how the Cheilonid trays turned out, and I think these map trays are going to look even better because once again it's a map. I'm not feeling this song. Oh, it's already over. Well, that's fine. Can we just... Alright, we'll see how that song goes. Yeah, apparently I did not think this all the way through when I started doing it this morning. Because I should have, I mean, I probably should have checked to see how many inserts I had cut already. But I don't do that. This is the chaos corner, not the organized corner. This is chaos corner here. Check and make sure all these ridges are out. Good job, Fred. This is crooked. Not happy. Let's see how it looks when I've completely finished it. I might have to completely redo this one now. So I'm not. See that? You can see that, right? I hope you can see that. Oof. I might have to redo all of these. Because this one looked perfectly fine until I sewed it. Alright. Let's try. Yes. I'm not going to put snaps on it yet because I don't want to waste the snaps if it's not going to be nice. Real life. This actually might not be bad. They do actually line up not too badly. It's actually not bad when you set it up. I don't know what you mean by real life. Testing to see if you can write out cards while I stream. I like that. Hey, I mean, as you can see, I'm making mistakes on stream, so yeah. I am in a real life process. Not okay, so here's the thing. Is that this tray, while not perfectly straight when you open it up and look at it, when you have it up, it actually looks straighter than how it did before I switched the process. And I do have extras, so that's a thing. Let's just try it. Let's see how the snaps look, and then we'll see. We will go from there. Luckily, I also have way more snaps than I need. So that's a thing. And my process is totally not perfect. I've been doing this for 2 years, and every time I do it, I find something that I learned about the process that I didn't know before. It's a very real learning process, the entire thing. Like, these dice trays, I made a pattern from scratch. I didn't actually even have the pattern written down until people started asking for custom stuff. Like this. I think trying to Yeah, I think the first time I actually put my pattern on paper was when Brian first approached me about doing these trays. So the test trays I had were the first time I ever actually put it on paper. So that I could give him a diagram of this is how it's going to look. This is how the design needs to be formatted in order for me to get it to print properly. And that was a little under a year ago. So for a year I never even had like the pattern written down. I just did it from memory. But you know, learning, developing, growing every day. And you know what? I don't care how old you are. If you don't learn something every day, it's a waste. Or really, maybe I should say, any day you learn something is not a waste. No. There it is. So we're gonna try this, see how it works. You snap us. Okay, it doesn't look so bad. Does not look bad at all. You know what? Looks perfect. I mean, not perfect, but it looks good. Looks good. Yeah. I'm happy with this. Happy with it. See, look how pretty. And then once again, where are we? Where are we going? How far do we have to travel? Well, I don't know. Let me open up my dice tray and see. There we go. Yeah. You know what? It is slightly crooked. There's no denying that. However, it is actually probably at least as straight as the test ones that I sent Brian. Definitely more polished looking, because at that time I was still using my hammer. You know what? I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. Yeah. I'm happy with the way this looks. Overall, happy. So there we go. So that's the map tray. Let's actually pull out real quick. This is the chillin' in tray. Can't even see it because I put it out. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it is also not 100% perfectly square straight either. So there we go. We got the Chillin', which is super cool looking. That's a super cool looking dude. Chillin' it on one side. And your map. Got your chillin' it in your map. So, I'm going to go ahead and probably call it there. I'm going to go downstairs where I have a lot more room and cut up a shit ton, like as many as I possibly can, of the inserts for the sides. And might go ahead and stream again once I'm done with that. Keep an eye out for that live notification. And yeah, I'd say it's about 11:50 a.m. here. So if you are an East Coaster like I am, or at least operating on East Coast time, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Grab yourself some lunch. Go take a break. Enjoy just a little bit of time to chill. And we will come back later, if not tomorrow. Have lunch? No, I just had breakfast, okay? Like, I had breakfast, and that's actually why I was running late streaming, is I was eating breakfast literally less than 2 hours ago. So, chill out, it's fine. Yeah, so if you are an East Coaster like I am, go ahead and have your lunch break now. Yeah, we will be back later. Just trying to uphold your brand. And I absolutely adore you for it, so thank you. Alright, love y'all. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you later. Bye.